In the vast, high desert of West Texas, under an ocean of stars, a profound mystery flickers into existence almost every night. This enigma is known to the world as the Marfa Lights, a phenomenon that has baffled and intrigued observers for well over a century. The lights appear on the horizon, southeast of the small, artsy town of Marfa, dancing in the desolate landscape of Mitchell Flat. They are described as distant, radiant orbs, often appearing as bright as stars, but behaving in ways that defy simple explanation. Witnesses report the lights moving erratically, hovering, splitting into multiple orbs, or vanishing as quickly as they appeared. Their colors vary, with reports of white, yellow, blue, and red glows painting the dark canvas of the desert night. The story of the lights begins long before the town of Marfa became a hub for minimalist art and curious tourists. The earliest widely cited account dates back to 1883, a time of cowboys and vast, untamed frontiers. A young cowhand named Robert Reed Ellison claimed to have seen the flickering lights while driving his cattle herd through Pasano Pass. He initially suspected they were the campfires of local Apache tribes, a reasonable assumption in that era. However, upon mentioning the fires to other settlers, he was told they were a common, inexplicable sight. Investigations into the supposed campfire locations revealed nothing but undisturbed desert soil and scrub brush. There were never any ashes, no remnants of a fire, no tracks to suggest human presence. This early account established the fundamental mystery: visible lights with no discernible source. Local folklore suggests that Native American tribes in the area had legends about these lights long before the settlers arrived. These tales often referred to them as ghost lights or the spirits of ancestors, weaving them into the cultural fabric of the land. As the 20th century dawned, the sightings continued, becoming a persistent piece of local lore. Ranchers and townspeople would often gaze out at the flats, pondering the silent, dancing lights in the distance. During World War II, the mystery took on a more serious tone, sparking concerns of national security. Pilots from the nearby Midland Army Airfield were tasked with investigating the strange illuminations from the air. They flew over Mitchell Flat on training missions, attempting to pinpoint the source of the lights that danced below them. Despite their advanced aerial perspective, the pilots could find no explanation for the phenomenon. The lights remained as elusive from the sky as they were from the ground, adding another layer to their mystique. The post-war era saw a boom in UFO sightings across America, and the Marfa Lights were quickly swept into this new narrative. In July 1957, Coronet magazine published one of the first national articles about the lights, bringing them to a much wider audience. This article cemented their place in the annals of paranormal and unexplained phenomena. Tourists, investigators, and curiosity seekers began to flock to Marfa, hoping to catch a glimpse of the famous ghost lights. Theories involving extraterrestrial visitors and their spacecraft became increasingly popular among the public. Some believed the lights were reconnaissance drones from another world, scouting the remote Texas landscape. Others imagined them as energy signatures left behind by visiting alien ships, a sort of cosmic exhaust. The unpredictable movement of the lights, darting, hovering and accelerating, seemed to mimic descriptions of UFOs. This paranormal explanation offered a thrilling, if unproven, solution to the long-standing puzzle. However, as interest grew, so did the desire for a more scientific and rational explanation. Skeptics and scientists began to propose a variety of theories grounded in natural phenomena. One of the most prominent and enduring scientific theories involves complex atmospheric conditions. This explanation posits that the lights are a type of superior mirage, similar to a fata morgana. The desert environment around Marfa is prone to extreme temperature inversions, especially on clear nights. A layer of cold air often settles near the ground, trapped beneath a layer of warmer air above it. This boundary between air masses of different densities can act like a lens, bending light rays that pass through it. The theory suggests that the lights are the heavily distorted images of distant, mundane light sources. Car headlights from vehicles traveling on US Highway 67, which runs south of Mitchell Flat, are the most commonly cited source. The powerful beams from cars and trucks could be refracted and bent by the atmospheric lens, making them appear to float and dance. This would explain the flickering, the changes in color, and the seemingly erratic movements as the air layers shift and shimmer. 2004. A group of physics students from the University of Texas at Dallas conducted a significant study. They set up equipment to monitor traffic on Highway 67, while simultaneously observing the Marfa Lights. Their findings demonstrated a strong correlation between the appearance of the lights and the presence of vehicles on the highway. Spectroscopic analysis has also been employed to study the light's composition. These studies often reveal that the light spectrum of the Marfa Lights is consistent with that of modern automotive headlights. This evidence provides strong support for the atmospheric refraction theory. However, this explanation is not without its own set of problems and unanswered questions. Critics rightly point out that the earliest sightings, like Robert Reed Ellison's in 1883, occurred long before automobiles existed. There were no headlights to be refracted in the 19th century, yet the lights were still seen. Proponents of the theory counter that even campfires or ranch lights could be subject to the same atmospheric distortion. Yet, the consistency of sightings over 140 years challenges the idea that it's solely caused by modern technology. Another natural explanation involves the concept of swamp gases, or, more accurately, glowing geological gases. This theory suggests that phosphine and methane gases, produced by decaying organic matter, could be escaping from underground fissures. When these gases come into contact with the air, they can spontaneously ignite, creating glowing orbs. The region is known for its oil and natural gas deposits, lending some credibility to the idea of escaping gases. However, Mitchell Flat is an arid desert environment, not a swamp where such gases are commonly produced. The conditions for the spontaneous ignition of these gases are also extremely rare. A more complex geological theory was proposed by retired aerospace engineer James Bunnell. Bunnell has spent years documenting the lights with an array of automated camera stations. He suggests that some of the lights, which he calls anomalous lights, cannot be explained by cars. His theory involves piezoelectricity, where immense pressure on underground quartz-rich igneous rock generates an electrical charge. This electrical energy could create balls of plasma that rise to the surface, glowing as they interact with the atmosphere. This model attempts to provide a source for the lights that is independent of human activity. It could potentially explain the pre-automotive sightings and the light's more unusual behaviors. Despite these compelling scientific theories, a definitive consensus remains elusive. No single theory has managed to account for all the reported characteristics and historical sightings of the lights. The mystery persists, fueled by the gaps in our scientific understanding. The town of Marfa itself has embraced its enigmatic attraction, turning the mystery into a cultural landmark. In 1986, a dedicated viewing area was established 9 miles east of town on Highway 90. This official Marfa Lights viewing area provides a safe and accessible place for tourists to gather. On any given clear night, dozens of people can be found there, their eyes fixed on the dark horizon. The atmosphere is a mix of quiet anticipation, scientific curiosity, and a touch of festival-like excitement. Immediately set up chairs, astronomers point their telescopes, and storytellers share tales of their own sightings. The town hosts an annual Marfa Lights festival, a celebration of the phenomenon with music, food, and a parade. This event draws thousands of visitors, boosting the local economy and reinforcing the legend. The lights have become an integral part of Marfa's identity, as important as its famous art installations. They represent a connection to the past, a link to the old frontier and its unsolved mysteries. For many, the experience of seeing the lights is a profound and personal one. It's a moment of wonder in a world that often feels fully explained and mapped out. The vast, silent desert provides the perfect stage for a mystery that encourages imagination. Is it the restless spirits of Apache warriors, forever guarding their land? Is it the distant, distorted glow of a lonely truck making its way through the night? Is it a complex geological process, a form of energy bubbling up from the Earth's crust? Or is it something else entirely, something from beyond our own world? The ambiguity is a core part of the appeal, allowing each observer to find their own meaning. Some leave the viewing platform convinced they have seen evidence of extraterrestrial life. They speak of lights that moved with intelligent purpose, responding to their presence. Others leave satisfied with the scientific explanation of atmospheric mirages. They see a beautiful and fascinating example of physics at work in nature. And many leave simply happy to have witnessed something strange and beautiful, content to let the mystery be. The debate continues in online forums, documentaries, and books dedicated to the subject. Eyewitness accounts are compared, photographs are scrutinized, and theories are passionately argued. Researchers continue to deploy more sophisticated technology to capture and analyze the lights. High-resolution cameras, thermal images, and spectrographs are all part of the modern ghost hunter's toolkit. Yet, the lights perform on their own schedule, often refusing to appear for well-equipped expeditions. This elusiveness only adds to their legendary status, making each sighting feel special. The landscape of Mitchell Flat itself is a key character in this ongoing drama. It is a harsh but beautiful environment, a flat, ancient lake bed stretching for miles. The horizon is vast and uncluttered, making any anomalous light easy to spot. The clear, dry air, while a component of the mirage theory, also offers unparalleled stargazing. This cosmic backdrop enhances the feeling of being somewhere remote and significant. Lights serve as a reminder that there are still pockets of the unknown left to explore. They challenge our perceptions and our desire for easy answers. The story of the Marfa Lights is a story about how we confront the unknown. It reflects our dual desires to believe in the magical and to understand through science. The phenomenon has been a consistent presence through massive cultural and technological shift. From the era of cattle drives to the age of the internet, the lights have remained. They flickered for the cowhand in 1883, puzzling him with their silent dance. They appeared for the World War II pilot in 1942, evading his aerial search. They glowed for the tourist in 1986, who had driven hundreds of miles to see them. And they continue to shine for the modern observer in 2024. Phone camera at the ready. Each generation brings its own context to the viewing experience. Early settlers saw campfires or spirits, reflecting their daily realities and beliefs. The Cold War generation saw UFOs, a reflection of their anxieties and technological awe. Today's visitors see a complex interplay of physics, folklore, and tourism. The lights are a cultural Rorschach test, their meaning shaped by the eye of the beholder. One person's alien spacecraft is another's refracted headlight beam. This duality ensures the legend will likely never die, even if a definitive explanation is found. If it were proven to be only car headlights, many would still choose to believe in the mystery. They would point to the historical accounts and the reports of truly anomalous behavior. They would argue that not all light seen over the flat can be so easily dismissed. Conversely, if definitive proof of a paranormal or geological source emerged, skeptics would still analyze the data. The debate is as much a part of the phenomenon as the lights themselves. The Marfa Lights are more than just a visual anomaly. They are a shared cultural experience. They are a story told around campfires, both real and imagined. They are a pilgrimage destination for those seeking a brush with the inexplicable. They are a testament to the enduring power of a good mystery in the human psyche. The lights force us to look up from our screens and gaze into the darkness. They encourage a sense of wonder about the natural world and its hidden mechanics. They connect the modern world to the historical past of the American West. The mystery is woven into the very fabric of the high desert. The lights are a silent, shimmering counterpoint to the noise of modern life. They don't offer answers. They only offer a beautiful, flickering question. What are you seeing out there in the dark? The question hangs in the cool desert air, long after the lights have faded. Perhaps the most magical explanation is that they are simply a reflection of our own curiosity. The light that draws us out into the night to look, to wonder, and to question. The phenomenon persists, a beacon of the unknown in a well-lit world. The desert keeps its secrets well, and the lights are one of its most captivating. For over 140 years, they have danced on the horizon, indifferent to our theories. They are a puzzle box with no apparent key, a mystery for the ages. The lights of Marfa continue to be a source of profound wonder. They are a spectacle of light and shadow in the heart of Texas. The silent performance on Mitchell Flat goes on, night after night. Each appearance adds another layer to the legend. The lights are a timeless enigma, forever flickering on the edge of our understanding. They remain one of America's greatest and most accessible unsolved mysteries. The final truth, whatever it may be, is still out there in the darkness. It waits patiently between the distant mountains and the starry sky. The Marfa Lights endure, a testament to the allure of the unexplained. Their legacy is not in the answer, but in the enduring question they pose to all who see them. The desert night is dark, but the mystery of the lights provides its own illumination. And so, the watch continues, as it has for generations. Observers gather, hoping for a glimpse of the impossible. The lights dance on, a silent, beautiful, and baffling performance. Their story is far from over, with new chapters written every night. The mystery of the Marfa Lights is a permanent resident of the Chihuahuan Desert. It is a mystery that belongs not just to Texas, but to the curious everywhere.